Welcome to Into the Mystic Ash, LLC. Gonna do a little short reading. Actually, hold on. I'll be right back. Oh my god. Hold on. All right. Porcupine energy, innocence. The south of the medicine wheel is the place of childlike innocence and humility. It is the home of playfulness and the position of porcupine on the medicine wheel of life. Very powerful medicine, power of faith and trust, ability to move mountains. Trusting in power of life involves trusting the Great Spirit and trusting that the Great Spirit has a divine plan. Your task is to find the pathway that is most beneficial for you, that uses your greatest talents to further the plan. Trust can open doorways to the creation of space. The space thus created allows others to open their hearts to you and share their gifts of love, joy, and companionship. If you would observe porcupine, you would immediately notice its quills. These quills are only used when trust has been broken between porcupine and another creature. Much like otter, porcupine is gentle, loving creature and non-aggressive when fear is not present. It is possible to feed a porcupine by hand and never get stuck by its quills. Though understanding the basic nature of this animal, you may come to understand your own need for trust and faith, and for becoming like a child again. In today's society, this is needed reminder to honor the wonder of life and the appreciation of each new day as an adventure of discovery. Porcupine sat silently looking at a hollow log. She wondered if it was a playhouse that nature had created for her. Porcupine envisioned all the things she could do with the log. She could climb on top, make the log roll from side to side. She could go inside and see if there were juicy worms for her. She could also scratch her back on the rough outer bark if she wanted. Okay. Don't you know I'm too old to play? Why, Bear, you're never too old to play. If you forget what it is like to be a cub, you'll always be impatient and gruff as you are now. In choosing Porcupine card, you have given yourself a gentle reminder not to get caught in the chaos of the adult world where fear, greed, and suffering are commonplace. This medicine in this card is the relief from seriousness and severity. Open your heart to those things that give you joy as a child. Remember the preciousness of fantasy and imagination, and the making of some game or toy from nothing but scraps. Honor the playfulness of spirit that lets everyone win. That lets everyone win. Elijah, what are you doing? And then we've got Turkey. Depending on how Turkey is aspected in your cards, you are being given a gift. This gift could be spiritual, material, or even intellectual. The gift may be great or small, but it is never insignificant. Congratulations! You may have just won the lottery, or the gift may be a beautiful sunset or a smell of a fragrant flower. On the other hand, you may feel the spirit of giving growing within you and want you to share with others. Hold on, there's chaos. Hold on. What? Not Max talking. No, it's in Irish. It's not Max talking. It's in Irish. No, it's in Irish. It's somebody else talking. I'm doing a reading, okay? You can't be over here. No, he's still gonna come over here. Okay. So, childlike innocence. Maybe somebody's being Gifted a child verse. Maybe there is a God growing within you, or you will have a God growing within you. God is within you. Okay. Gift. There's another confirmation. Gift, divine inspiration, awakening, shining hope, future. There's something coming in for someone here. Release the soul burden. What you carry in silence still shapes your path. Speak it, feel it, and finally let it go. Heal the attachment wound. Your worth is not tied to being needed. Let go of proving your value. Just be. Let the truth set you free. Speak the truth you've hidden, your need, your fear, your regret. Freedom begins there. Trust the lesson, not the pain. You weren't meant to stay hurt. The pain was the messenger. The wisdom is what you carry forward. And then step beyond comfort. Growth only happens outside the comfort zone. Embrace discomfort as a sign of progress. So it's releasing and purging in order to welcome in something innocent and new. There's a gift coming in. And like the card, like it said, it could be an actual physical gift. It could be a gift of information, a gift of compliments. There's something coming in. Where's the other deck? In my pocket. Four of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. Somebody is moving away from disappointment. And they're taking time to really like sit in it.
Would you like a massage on that swing?
What?
Would you like this massage on that swing?
No, not right now. The swings are wet. Somebody was feeling very weak and taken advantage of. There's the Emperor. Six of Cups. Eight of Swords. It's like maybe you thought somebody was the person you were going to spend your life with and it didn't work out that way. And then clearing that. But then it's like passionately headed in a new direction. Someone's confused by options. Or what appears to be options. It's like trying to find somebody that matches your energy. What happened? What happened? She bit me. What happened?
She just bit me all over.
Yeah, you need to go inside.
She just jumped on me.
Your hair is wet. You need to go inside.
But
I hear you.
she just jumped on me and bit me.
Yeah, because you guys play rough and then you're confused when she gets rough back with you. Come on, go inside where it's warm. Your hair is wet. Come on, go inside. Now you're getting dirty again, and I literally just gave you a shower. Seriously. This is why she was in her bed, because she's being potty trained, and now I'm dirty too. Okay, we all just had showers. Now, sit and watch your show for a little bit, because when we leave, we're gonna be gone for a while. You need to get warm. Your hair is wet. Where's your ears? Okay. Nope, we don't have creature cases. It's a pet's life in Irish or nothing. Or you go play in your room for a bit. Close the door. You can bring the heat, but you can't take it. There's Queen of Cups and the Four of Swords. Somebody's thinking about a particular person. She's like Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles. What else is she? Queen of Wands. Holy shit, she's 3 queens. I just cut the deck thrice on 3 different queens. There's only 4 queens in a deck. Hierophant Lover. Somebody's thinking about actually bringing an offer to someone. This might be a marriage offer. Yeah, 4 of Wands. There's the Empress. But it's like he's burdened because he's not 100% sure. It's like, is she 6 of Cups or is she 7 of... You know, like, if I pursue this, is this going to be healthy? Or is this going to be a burden? There's 10 of Cups here. The Tower is the fact that it's a 10 of Cups. You know. Can I get my readings? I haven't done that in a while. I haven't pulled cards for people in a while. Yeah, you can ask one question. I'll pull a couple of cards. What's your question? Do you have a question? Will Manish marry Kinjal in near future? Let's see. My initial energy is that it's going to be a slower... You come here for the truth, right? The truth, I see 10 of Swords and 3 of Swords, which are like the 2 worst possible energies you can get. So, which is feeling betrayed and also being heartbroken. Hi.
Where's she?
She's somewhere. No, 3 of Swords, which is worse than 2 of Swords. 3 of Swords is heartbreak. So not only will they might not marry, they might not end up together. So, and if they do end up together, it might not be very good. Let me see if there's some other information I can get on this for you. There's a King of Wands. Fool Journey. Knight of Swords. So it's like there's somebody passionately going to come in to shoot their shot. They're going to try to speak feelings, right? This is going to be like this person is like spiritually evolved and they're action oriented. And it's speaking the truth, which is like new for them. Maybe they're speaking how they feel. Let's see. Emperor energy. Another Knight of Wands. This is action toward the Queen of Pentacles. So there is someone here that is going to come in and speak feelings towards you. This is going to be very scary for them because it's something they haven't done before. But this seems like a more action-oriented spiritual leader. Like this isn't... No, you don't sit there. You go inside. Your hair is wet still.
Daddy, no.
You must remember, God's rejection is God's protection. And just because you think someone is a match doesn't mean that they are. So you might see the good side of someone, be like a little bit of the badness, but it's like a lot of times we don't want to see the darkness. We just want to see the potential. This person that originally you were asking about, this will end with you being constantly... Elijah Howard Martin.
She just scratched me.
Yes, and why did she scratch you?
Because she just jumped on me.
Yeah, and why did she jump on you?
She just jumped on my face.
Yeah, and why did she do that?
Because he's mean.
Because you are holding food up in the air like you're going to give her something and like you're teasing her. Every action has a reaction. There's cause and effect. This is a new passionate beginning. Ace of Wands. 6 of Wands. This is victory. This is actually would be really healthy and good. You know, you work together really well. This King of Wands energy. You know? The sooner you can release this old energy of, and it might not be old, it might be current. You might be in a relationship with this person. So what I'm asking you is not going to be, probably might not be easy. However, it would be best for you and your mind. You know, this is mind games. This is stress. This is like, this isn't healthy. But over here, this is really healthy. This is give and take. This is somebody who, yeah, stuck in your head about moving away from whatever this is. But you would be moving to calmer waters. You would be moving to a healthier situation. 10 of Cups. That's like the happiest card in the deck. Happy family. You know, everyone's so worried about the surface of a human being, but what really matters is the soul, right? Our bodies are just our cars. And, you know, sometimes you meet somebody when they're not really taking care of their vessel, but that doesn't mean that they can't or they won't, you know? Moon. You know, they might be a page of pentacles, but Wheel of Fortune, fortune favors the bold. This is not going to be super fast. It's going to be a little bit slower. You know, you might have options here. The Hermit and the Star. It's like you're the shining light in the darkness for whoever this is. This is justice. This is 9 of Cups. And peaceful. Peaceful planner. It's a peaceful planner. They're good at executing and making plans and doing things, and they have a better disposition, you know, for a long-term partnership. Everyone wants the wedding. Everyone wants the fairy tale, but yeah. But there's no such thing as a fairy tale if you don't put the work in, you know? And it seems like the first person you asked about, you will be gravely disappointed with how you are treated. The other person, you will be really happy. Hey, Luella, nice to see you. I hope that helped you. I know it's probably not what you wanted to hear, and I apologize about that. But sorry, not sorry. I won't tell you what the cards aren't saying. I'll tell you what they're saying. So, you know, 7 of Wands, yeah. Queen of Wands. Yeah, feeling like you're leaving a situations, you know, like when you put a lot of effort into somebody and then you have to walk away and you're like, you feel like you're losing that energy. But what you would lose if you stuck around and tried to force the fit is way more. You know, is way more. So God's rejection is God's protection. That not working out will be the best thing for you. You might have to be the one to break it off completely because they might be happy to string you along. You know, men don't marry women most of the time for love. Most of the time, many men out there, and women too, believe it or not, but they marry for security. Yeah, you did that. I watched you. You come out here, she'll follow you. Go inside quickly, close the door. You know this. Close the door. Lift the handle, close the door. Hold on. So, like, men will marry women if they have a good job, or if they've got a good family name, or if they've got a nice house, or if they've got a good car. They do the same thing that women do. Or if you're really pretty, they think you're pretty, or even more so if their friends think you're pretty. A lot of times they'll marry women because they need somebody cooking, cleaning, and you'll be good with their kids, but they're not actually interested in you as a person. They're interested in you as an asset. And I would highly recommend that we start choosing better and also receiving better, right? So just because somebody says they love you and they're interested in you and they're, doing all this, you have to watch how they behave. And also, I've learned this in my life is, you can marry somebody who has, and you can date people who have a lot less than you. But if they don't have the drive to change that for themselves, you will be carrying them the entire time. And you'll be really stressed out because you'll be playing man and woman. Sometimes men will marry a woman and they'll act like they, love them in the beginning. They'll give them babies and the house and all this stuff. And the next thing you know, they're not ever home, And then you could have somebody who maybe doesn't fit the social norms. Maybe they don't have the family name. They don't have this, but they genuinely love you and are willing to put the work in. Money comes and goes. Effort is something that you can put in to change things. There's a lot of people out there who just want everything done for them. They don't want to put the effort in, And they should feel like home. They should feel like home. I got that download for somebody else yesterday, and I sent them that message. But it's true for everyone. You'll know you met your person when they genuinely feel like home. If they feel like extra stressful, or if they feel like if they're playing games, or if they don't respond the way you respond, or if they, that's not love. That's game playing. That's manipulation. That's you in your place. And that is a sign of an insecure manipulator, and you don't want that. You also don't want somebody 10 of swords and 3 of swordsing you all the time, that looks like gaslighting to me. You call them out on something and it gets turned back around on you, and they use it as an excuse to storm out of the house and do stupid stuff when you're not, it's like they'll use it as an excuse to hurt you further and then blame it on you. And it's just, you don't want to do that. I'd rather go outside of my type. Everyone has a type, right? And be with somebody who genuinely appreciates and adores me than the opposite. I hope that helped you. So, the overall writing message of this reading is that there are blessings coming in for many of you. You just have to release what no longer serves you, let it go, and get back to your happy place. The cards, it was right. It's like porcupine is so true. You got to find what brings you joy and delight and what makes you smile. And think about what made you smile as a kid. And maybe go do a couple of those things and just have a good giggle and a good laugh. Because when you increase your vibration, you attract that towards yourself.
Look.
She's
flying all over the robins.
No, she's just looking at them. And if she chases them, they're fine. They can fly away. I haven't been. All right. Someone's locked in their head about something. It's about having to walk away from something, or feeling like walking away from a Queen of Cups, maybe. Because they were hiding some things. The Star, Justice, meditating on it. It's like,
Mom, there's only 3 robins left.
Sometimes people think they found someone. And, it feels like there's a masculine in here as well, silently watching, but you know, you think she fits the bill only to find out she's just looking at the bill. You know? It's like, oh man, and they're locked in their head about this. Somebody is really punishing themselves over a heartbreak. Which is devil energy. That's obsessive thoughts, obsessive mental torture. Like devil, 8 of swords, is doing that to yourself. Ah. High priestess. The high priestess and the 5 of swords. Somebody also might. And then the strength card. It's like, yeah, but walking away is going to actually bring you what you really were hoping for. That seems to be an overriding theme. It makes sense because it's the new year, you know, release that which no longer serves you. And that way your tower is a good tower, you know, with love and celebration and marriage and happiness and connection and family, you know. That's true magician energy, transforming toxic nonsense into really healthy healing energy. Okay, I told you guys it would be a short one, and it has to be because I am freeze balls right now. I am really cold. I need to go inside. My hands are frozen. I don't know. I hope that helped, but I'm sorry it was very short. And I'm not going to be online for a bit because I have work to do, right, Bridget? I have to finish that deck. Bridget's like, why aren't you doing the deck right now? You should be doing the deck, not doing a reading. I know. I will be better. I will do better. I will be, do, and see, and everything better. Okay. I'm going to put the cards down here. All right. Yeah, it's freezing. It's quite cold. Okay. Love you guys. And I will be back. Let me put this back in here.